Welcome back. So instead, Tanner, what are you gonna do?
Whoop whoop.
Oh, okay.
I said nothing.
That's a shame.
Dang it, I thought they were gonna kiss. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. All these characters are really bad at keeping time.
Hell yeah, dude. There it is.
So it swings inward.
Oh.
That's weird. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
Oh, I got to sneeze. Maybe not.
Pineapple.
Okay, I think I'm good. On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
We're back!
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should be open without much trouble. Oh, thank goodness she thought that.
Wait, why didn't she come down here through that?
Awesome question, Tanner.
Why did she risk the fall and cover herself in garbage? Well, here goes nothing.
It's so that they could have that cute little scene of her with the noodles on her head.
They just really wanted to...
That was the entire purpose.
Wanted to draw those noodles and... Okay. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Rattle, rattle. It was locked. The hatch opened with ease, and so...
Oh?
Looks like we're back.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
Very cool.
Let's go back down.
This is how we got out of the garbage pit. I would never have imagined that's where this led. Never.
Oh.
So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out. And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
You're worried?
Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Well, wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we're found out. And it's not like we can run away.
As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
There was?
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with their negotiations.
I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Okay.
Okay, so... this has nothing to do with the game, but I'm like, you know what they could have done to get out of this situation?
What could they do?
They could have just taken shifts of being awake all day doing investigations, and that would have forced the mastermind to either attempt to be awake for 24 hours, 24/7, or to just let us find stuff out. Right?
Yeah.
We could... whatever. I think that would have been a good idea, though, you know?
I gotta say, the map was far easier to navigate this time around.
Hey! Well, he said that.
Yeah.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? Gonna hit me, little man?
You little
You
bitch.
think you're big? Come on, hit a girl.
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko!
Do whatever you feel you have to. She just did all this because she wanted to see you die properly.
Whatever happened to double jeopardy laws? What?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh? I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what does she mean by that? Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Black End, and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development, Tanner,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Black End and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Eh,
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Black End is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
and that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Black End is me and not Makoto.
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
well,
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine to make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find something.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared for another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love so much.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Yeah. It's not you I'm trying to convince, Tanner. Not
That's a fair
you
point.
this time. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you had killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because that what you said was exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope, Tanner. Never.
Good.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat.
Good guy.
If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
what to do?
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
Ooh,
One final battle between hope and despair.
you hear that, Tanner? One final battle. Well, that would make it for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Murkuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves? But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
He's a bear.
I get it. Barry? Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
If we do things your way, there'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause your unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? let's have one final grisly showdown. Why couldn't he have talked like this the whole game? He agreed? Then we still have a shot at this. But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
Ooh.
All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then it'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mugro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all that,
We'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Dude, me
Hey.
either. But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you have any
I don't
idea?
know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself why I tried so hard. Things aren't the way before. What?
We're gonna find out in the
You
next
don't want to
episode,
finish this
Tanner.
conversation even?
No! Because we never know how long these conversations
That's a
are.
fair point. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.